Good morning 3BG, Mrs. Glackin here. I didn't think when I said goodbye to you last Wednesday that I'd be doing videos from home again, but it doesn't matter. As long as everyone is safe and well, then we can just do the best we can do with our home learning. And I just want to say, I'm really proud of those of you that have already sent in work. Mrs. Brady said that loads of you have sent in emails, lots of you responded really well on your phone calls, you were getting on with the home learning, doing your lessons, and we've got a week at home and then we are self-isolating until next Saturday. So it's really important that we stay in our houses and we can go into our own gardens, but we can't go anywhere else. And it's also really important that you get a PCR test. So that's not the lateral flow coronavirus test. That's the one where you go to a test centre and have a test. I've had mine, had it the other day, and the results came back so quickly within 24 hours with a negative result, thankfully. And it's really important that everyone that's isolating has one of those. So if you've not had a test already, you need to have that this week and you need to report your results. So thank you. There's a few of you that have emailed and reported your PCR results. So that's great. You might notice that there's a bike behind me. That's Mr. Glackin's bike. So I'm stood in our office at home and I'm going to be working from home this week. And I'm going to go through Monday's work, today's work, and then I'm going to tell you about this week. So we've got 4 lessons on the website today. I'll start with reading because you're continuing the work from last week. So because we missed one day of reading, we had that standalone day. Today you are doing a comparison of 2 of the poems that we did last week. So you're doing haikus and acrostic, and you need to read really carefully through the slides, and then you were given a sheet from Mrs. Brady last week that's your task. Now, not to worry if you can't find your sheet, because there's instructions on the slides for what to do if you can't find your sheet, and you just need to complete that in your home learning workbook. Writing I'll do next. So we're doing the final part of the writing every word of the letter text today, and it's the bit at the end which is the conclusion paragraph, and then the signing off, which is where you say who you are and where you're from. And in our letter it's Jyoti, and she's from a year 6 class. So have a look at the text map. Now I know that we would have done loads and loads of oral rehearsal at school and we've missed out on a bit of that. So if you can't remember every word of the text, don't worry. Tomorrow you will move on to something else. But today, if you do that last paragraph, write it in your workbook, and then at the end of the slides you can self-assess your work, and you can self-assess your work from last Friday as well and see how you've got on with that. And then we've got maths this morning. So you need to continue from last week's work, which is finding non-unit fractions and unit fractions. Let me remind you what that is. So a unit fraction has the 1 as the numerator, so 1/2, 1/4, 1/3. A non-unit fraction has any other number as the numerator, so it might be 2/3 or 2/4. So we're using the same strategy today to work out how much each part of the whole is, and then if you've worked out how many fifths there are, for example, in 20, you'll know that there's 4 fifths in 20, and then if you're asked to say how many 3/5 are, you need to add 4 and 4 and 4. So you're adding however many parts the numerator says to find your answer. There's instructions on the slides, and we did go through this last week, so I'm hoping you'll be okay. There's 5 questions on the slides, and then Mrs. Brady also gave you a sheet for maths, so you should be able to get on with your maths all right. And then there's a science lesson to finish off today, so continuing with our plants unit of work, and today it's the life cycle of a plant. And there's 2 videos. You must make sure your device is in present mode so that you can watch the videos, because they'll really help you. And then in your workbook you're drawing the life cycle of a plant, labelling it, doing some little drawings and writing some sentences. I can't wait to receive your work, so you need to email teachersy3@birchfields.manchester.sch.uk, and you need to email everything. So I want to see maths, reading, writing and science today. That would be fantastic. So as soon as you've done all of your work, get a grown-up to email us. Don't forget you can do a reading quiz there on the website if you have finished your reading book, and there's a link on the website on the home learning homepage that tells you how you can access books online. So if you finish your reading book, you can read a book online and do a different quiz, another quiz, or if you've got a book at home, you can have a look and see if there's a quiz for that. I can't wait to see you back in school. It's going to be a week today that we're back together for the last bit of the summer term. Just stay safe and well. Try your very best with your work. You'll be getting a phone call from Mrs. Gearan or from Miss Jane or from myself today, and then later in the week we are going to hopefully have a Zoom. That's going to be on Wednesday when Mrs. Brady and I have finished in PPA, and I will send you an invitation for that at some point today or tomorrow with all the details of the Zoom class catch up. All right, take care, work hard, keep aiming high, and just do your very best and try and get as many house points as you can. I can't wait to receive your emails. See you tomorrow. Bye.